Winford Dorr is the founder of the Dorr organisation, and he has personal experience of the anguish a parent can go through. His daughter Susie was born severely dyslexic. She was diagnosed at the age of 10, but got very little help, and he had to watch her struggle and suffer all through her school days.
My relationship with Susie, and in fact virtually everyone's relationship with Susie, was quite a difficult one. It was very difficult to get through to her. She was trying at school, but achieving nothing, and her belief in her own ability to do anything was on the decline. So her self-esteem was low. She was the eldest of 4 children, the other 3 of which were manifestly brighter and faster and sharper, and Susie was always the one that failed at everything. It was really, really difficult to find anything to say to her, "Well done."
I remember at the age of 10, I was sit at the front of the classroom and learn the ABC and cat and dog, what everybody else was spelling misunderstood and big words. And that was my life, not really knowing what was wrong with me, didn't really understand, so just carried on. Got home from school, had my tea with my family, took a cup of tea up to my room and watched all the soaps, and then went to school the next morning and continued that until I left home, really.
The lowest point came finally when, having been right through school and learnt so little, tried to get jobs, had difficulty getting jobs, had very, very few friends of significance to relate to or get comfort from. And she said, "There's no point in living a life like this." And she attempted to take her own life.
When I woke up, Mum looked at me, she said, "You're in hospital, you're okay, you've had your stomach pumped." And the first thing I said was, "I'm still awake." And Mum said, "What do you mean by that?" I said, "I really didn't want to live, Mum. I want to die." I said, "What's the point of living? I've got nothing. I've got no one." And to hear my mum's tears in her eyes, and it was just, why? And that's all I could say, is because I don't want to live. And all it was down to was being dyslexic, which is the sad part. It wasn't me and my life. It's because I couldn't cope, and I didn't know how to cope.
So Winford undertook some extensive worldwide research and found there was a strong connection between the cerebellum and learning difficulties, and that specific exercises could improve the brain's function.
And this big light came on. This was the way forward. And I spoke to Dr. Roy Rutherford, and we started finding all the key people that we needed to put together an urgent research program. We've got to solve this problem. There's a war on. This wasn't something that we'd got 20 years to solve. We'd got a war on. Susie was suicidal. We'd got to get rid of the symptoms, and this was the way we were going. Today, the scientific evidence is so solid that everyone that studies it has to believe it. The problem is neurological. There is a drug-free solution, and it is very, very effective.